3.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? That's, you know what I'm saying? I found out about her when she was 3. You know what I'm saying? She tried the little, you know what I'm saying, cloak and dagger, you know what I'm saying,
Yep.
switch and bait type shit, hiding her from me because she was on bullshit. She was on bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, so by the time she was, you know what I'm saying, middle of 1st grade, I had her. And other than the, you know what I'm saying, other than the principal, you know what I'm saying, like I said,
The enemy leads.
all, you know what I'm saying, all black women. And Chris might not know it, you know what I'm saying? I'm a white guy with mixed children.
That's even
So
harder.
That's how my family, most of my family's like that now.
5 lives
you know what I'm
left.
saying?
It ain't
So
no
when
big.
I walk, the principal at the school I walk in, the lady knows, okay, this motherfucker didn't grow up trying to be with a crowd. He ran, and they
3
ran with
lives
him.
left.
Okay, he put in his due, so we're not gonna fuck with him on that level.
Right.
So as an adult level, you know what I'm saying, the principal at my middle daughter school got some mad love for him.
Your
The
side is out
other
of line.
3 assistant principals, yeah, they got a fucking handful of assistant principals, all black women. The one woman cannot stand white people, and she can't.
Oh, that's become an issue too.
Yes, cannot stand
You are
white.
the last.
Can't stand. And I walk in,
Yep.
this woman,
Now.
like
Your turn.
it's crazy, man. It's crazy as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like I
So
said,
the
my
end
brother.
has come.
My brother's black. I was raised by a black family. Wife, you know what I'm saying? Ex-girl, you know what I'm saying? I'm the rarity. I get it.
Your
I don't do
enemy
it, you know what I'm saying? I don't put it out there. But when I walk in the room and motherfucker wants to test me just because I'm a single dad or just because I'm white, that's, you know what I'm saying? I got an issue with that shit.
Right.
And
See, I can see that because, like, my daughter's roommate in
lives
college. My daughter, I joke about it, but my daughter looks like O.J. Simpson's daughter. You know, she got that kind of dirty blonde hair, and she's kind of real
3
light.
lives left.
And it's because my mama was white and my daddy was black. Okay, that's cool. Well, my daughter's roommate is, well, probably 75 or 80% black, because ain't no black people in America truly black anymore. But my daughter's roommate told me that she was revoking my black card because I wasn't black enough.
No more second chances.
And
on
I
your
was
side.
like, I said, motherfucker, let me tell you what, I'm blacker than Obama, and you claim his ass. I did.
1 minute.
I did. I said, I'm blacker than Obama, and you claim his ass. She goes, but he got kinky hair and flat nose. I went, okay, and? I was pissed. I was pissed. And my
I bet
son's
you
real
was.
dark. My son's real dark like me. They both got the same daddy, same mama, but he's real dark. He's darker than I am.
The
And
enemy
my
is
daughter's
coming.
whiter. And it's funny because she was like, oh no, you ain't black enough. And her mama lives in Detroit. And she come from 8th Mile or some shit like that.
Yeah, Eminem.
She was like,
5 lives
she
left.
was like,
Everything
oh,
ends.
well, you
3
can't be
lives
black.
left.
And her mama was like, well, you got to be nice to her. Well, whenever they were in college, I went to go get both of my kids' iPads. Well, the roommate was with us, and I know she comes from a really poor family, and at the time I had the money. I might not have it now, but I did that then. And I said, I'll tell you what, I'll buy 3 iPads, 1 for each of you.
No
And she
more
was like,
second
oh,
chances on
well,
your side.
thank you. And I was like,
Now.
really?
Your turn.
So, it's cool. But her mama told her one day on the phone, and I happened to hear it because she had the speaker up real loud. Her mama said, well, you better be nice to that white lady because she's buying you what you need. I was like, really?
1 minute.
Try me. Try me. I
so
just got pissed.
so you're black and they're calling you white.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That sounded like one of the girls I went to school with because she, you know what I'm saying, she speaks real proper and shit. And she,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying, even though all, you know what I'm saying, her brother, you know what I'm saying, one of my guys, you know what I'm saying, that motherfucker, he's about as
And so
ghetto as you can
night
get,
falls.
or hood or whatever you want to,
Right.
how you want to put it. You know what I'm saying? He, you know, motherfucker been in and out of lockup. You know what I'm saying? Did all. She's about as proper as you can get, and that's her own motherfucking kid. Her own fucking kinfolk just sitting there. You know what I'm saying? Telling her, you know what I'm saying, she ain't family and this and that because she
Yep.
doesn't carry herself in a certain way. And I'm like, how the hell you gonna show me more love because I grew
Because you
up
talk a
hard?
certain way.
No, what I was gonna say,
Right.
I grew up hard. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is that I have an at-home voice, and even though you can still hear the, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
the dialect or whatnot when I'm speaking, I was like, I got a professional voice and I got a fuck you voice when I'm at home. Like,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying? I was like, how you gonna show? You know what I'm saying? This man, I've stuck up for her a couple times, man. She's
Well,
a
I
good
mean,
woman.
if I'm around my girls, then yeah, I can throw down with it. But I don't all the time. 99% of the time, I talk just like this, and it's because one, I'm fucking educated. I don't need to speak hood every fucking day of the week.
Well,
If I'm out
that's the
partying, it's something different.
well,
It's just the way
it shouldn't be. The thing is though is that everybody feels like you got to prove something to them. You got to earn your stripes and all that shit. And it's like, no, you know what I'm saying? Main, here we go. This main concept. You know what I'm saying? I got a little cousin who, you know what I'm saying, who before he became a cop tried to, you know what I'm saying, tell people his life was harder than what it was
Right.
because of what his daddy did growing up and how I grew up.
Your
And,
team.
you know what I'm saying? We people know who we are.
Right.
My uncle moved away. Ain't no big deal. But my little cousin used to, you know what I'm saying, used to try to tell the story like it was him going through a struggle or going through doing, and it's like, one is, you don't need to do that because the motherfuckers that actually lived through it know you're lying, and you're not
Right,
earning,
exactly.
you're not earning no respect. You're actually gaining snakes and roaches and you know what I'm saying, the type of people that are gonna try to fucking exploit you and take advantage of you.
Yep.
And they see you, all you did was put a mark on your back because you're in here trying to be something you're not. So, and then, like I said, it's crazy as hell. Like I said, if you ever come in here and you hear me and my brother talking, it's like, he didn't grow up like that. He's, you know what I'm saying, oh my God. Dude, are you serious? I did not kill this guy? I fucking hit him in the head.
Doesn't that aggravate the piss out of you? I'm like, what?
Dude, he's sitting right here with a fucking pulse rifle, and I was lighting him up, and his buddy came and fucking pop. We might actually win this because these guys ain't all that good. I can tell by the way they're playing.
3 lives left.
Yeah. If we stick together 2-2 or stay all together, I think we can pull this one out.
They're hiding behind a damn shield.
They got me. They running too deep. Nope, one's staying and one's running towards y'all.
1 minute.
Well, I go to college here in my hometown. You know, I grew up hard, and I'm not shitting you. My mama shot my daddy in front of me when I was 7. That's no joke. She killed him. I mean, 7 years old. So I can tell you about a hard life. So, you know, I know both sides of the story. I know how, you know, I can go in the hood and I can fit in because I've been there, and I can go into the upper class because of education, not because I'm upper class, just because of education. So
this is what a lot of these young motherfuckers don't realize, Chris. And I preach to my oldest too, and you should hear them like when we're sitting there talking, or even like, oh my God, here comes another life lesson. And I tried to tell them, I was like, look, the most valuable aspect in life is not.
There you go. I just sent you a picture. That's me.
I got you, guys. But I told him, I was like, the most valuable aspect, you know what I'm saying, not even aspect, the most valuable asset that you can have in life, not that you have a degree or multiple degrees. I was like, you want to know what the most important thing is that you're willing to self-educate yourself and better yourself.
Yes, sir.
I was like,
Paula,
I was like,
that's it.
I was like, I told him, I was like, I didn't get an opportunity to go to college and finish college because my tuition wasn't paid. I fucking signed up for college and got escorted out during fucking fall exams, fall finals. Got escorted out because my motherfucking tuition wasn't paid. I was
Oh,
like,
that sucks.
oh,
No more second
trust
No,
chances.
I ain't finished paying mine
if
either. So
trust me, if you can hear it in my voice, like I said, when I was motherfucking
That's
19,
painful.
when I was 19 years old, I was a lot more motherfucking direct, and a lot more in your face, and didn't give no fuck. And when to get escorted out, you know what I'm saying? Oh, talking about being embarrassed, being pissed. It wasn't that lady's fault, but I thought it was bullshit. You know.
No one to help.
At least I got a kill.
I think I got killed. I think.
Even guardians die.
you can't, man, because you don't never know what somebody, even bullies. Like when I try to teach against bullies. Look, I done got almost everybody at my
Has the
school
edge.
wearing black and white on a daily basis, just so I can get the older crowd to start. You know, if you see it enough, you'll stop seeing black and white. And that's just a big common factor. And I've been trying to battle stuff like that for the past 2 years. It's actually came a long way, man. We got different crowds, different groups of people coming to school, blending together. It's all about blending for the kids. That's the number one priority. If we don't blend for these kids, their lives are screwed from the get-go.
Damn it. That Anio got me.
All right, here we go.
3 lives left.
But yeah, it's like I said, I talk to my kids about it all the time because like they said, my daughter's graduating this year from high school, and she takes me serious. And I told my son, I'm like, look, I'm gonna break
Your
it down
fight
to
is
you.
out of lives.
I'm like, y'all, I want y'all to be. I don't want y'all to be like me. I don't want y'all to struggle like me. I don't want y'all to go through anything I ever had to
1
go through.
minute.
I was like, I love y'all to the point. I was like, I want y'all to be
Everything
better than me
ends.
and strive and go live life and have opportunities I never was allowed to have. So that's my main focus for my kids, all 4 of them.
Using
And
values to create value is what it's all about.
Yep.
That yellow brick road.
Man, I don't know how the fuck
30
these
seconds.
motherfuckers can actually fucking headshot with Anios like they're doing. This. My problem is if it's not if we're in 10 to 15, you know what I'm saying, feet or whatever. It's that
Damn,
they're
I
actually
killed him after I was dead. I got a double plate. You see that
yeah,
shit? I got a double
yeah,
down
but no, saying-
after.
they're in here doing the, you
Your
know what I'm saying,
enemy
doing the
intends
damn
to
thing.
finish this.
I don't understand how I'm sitting here shooting at this box right here. This guy's across, you know what I'm saying, about 3 times the amount of that's just fucking stupid. I don't get it. I'm sorry, I'm just having a moment. This dude
No,
smoked
some
me.
of
That's
these
all right.
folks, they got you.
5
Shit,
lives
I
left.
took my finger off the trigger.
3 lives left.
How the hell are they smoking us?
Because we're not playing together as a team. We're sitting here talking. and
Yeah, we're
running
just
out.
sitting here talking, and well, I mean that I like doing that sometimes because look, you said something about age a while ago. I'm 34.
You ain't
Like-
you ain't 34.
Yeah, well, that's what I was fixing to tell you. But with life experience, man, I feel like I've been on this earth 2,000 years sometimes at the stuff that I actually, because
That's 'cause
I
you went to
spend
war.
I spend
That's
most
'cause
of
you
my
went to
days
war.
reflecting and thinking about things and putting puzzles together and trying to decipher life. I've been studying life for the past 5 years hardcore, and you're right about going forward and striving and building and creation, man. You known by your works. Create. You can use everything in life is you can use for something to create
30 seconds.
something else for yourself, which is what we're doing right now. This is live. This is streamed. All this dialogue, at some point, is going to be in a book. It's just integrating values.
When something dies, it begins anew.
I'll send y'all
I
the
just
link.
find it funny, folks folks get, when I say something about that I've been educated, some folks get twisted about it. And I'm like, you know what? Just because I went to further school doesn't mean I'm more educated.
Well, you got
It just
720
means
degrees of knowledge.
Well, it's not just that. It's you can go to high school only and be educated.
Yeah.
All you got to do is pay attention and
Self-educate yourself.
Exactly. Continue on your own. You don't have to go to college to do that. When I say I'm educated, yes, I have degrees. But I came out of high school like this. I came out of high school
That's
like this.
that's the big deal. When you awake.
Mm-hmm. That's it. And I chose to go to school because I couldn't do what I wanted to do without the degree. So I chose to go to school to get the degree that I had to do to go into the field I wanted to go into. That's cool. But people every day can come out of high school and be just like me. They don't have to go to college.
No.
So I don't get it. Mm-hmm. You're right. Well, and they don't know how to treat other people.
They're stuck on that life phase. They can't get past that life phase.
Let's be honest. They live in a let's not be face to face and hang out. We're going to be on the phone, but we're all going to be consumed in whatever. Or we're going to be playing a video game and be talking. But they don't really talk. Like, we're actually having a dialogue. They don't even have a dialogue. They're just insulting each other. And I can't tell you how many kids I've gotten into a game with, and it's, why don't you just go kill yourself? And I'm like, really? That's not cool. It's not cool. And they think it's a joke.
I just ordered one today. Gotta unplug.
Of the 9.
Yep.
Your team.
But now you're a sheriff, okay? So when you have to deal with these teenagers, what's the one aspect you deal with the most with these teenagers?
Versus.
And their
Your
parents have to call you to handle it. Oh, good land.
Mm-hmm.
You know what irritates the fuck out of me with these kids is the ones that they call the cops on their own child because they can't handle it. Well, you know what? If you were handling
That's
your
screwing their
business when
life
they were
up, though.
9 and 10, yeah.
I will say this. I will speak on this. Being a parent, I do have a couple friends who have dedicated. They're dedicated parents. Work their ass off. Do their due. There is that instance that, and I hate to say it like this, there are bad apples no matter how much love you give them, how much guidance you give them. There is nothing you can do for them. And one of my nephews was like that. My youngest daughter's mom.
Sword behind your sword, run.
I know I was trying to, but I was already halfway. But my youngest daughter's mom, when I was with her, she worked 2 jobs. She wasn't, the most. But I can tell you right now, her son, lost cause. Lost fucking cause.
But I'm not talking about those ones. I'm talking about the ones where because I live, like I said, I live in a fairly affluent area. I'm not affluent. I don't have a whole lot of money. But a lot of people around me do. But I was lucky enough to buy my house before it got all rich and tits. But anyway, I live in this area where we're talking, these parents make millions. A lot of the ones that I live around play football for like the Tennessee Titans and shit like that. So when I talk to these kids, I'm like, what's going on? And the biggest thing I get is my kids disrespectful, my kids this. But then when I talk to the kids, all the kids are doing is they're frustrated.
Trying to
And
get
they
attention.
want their parents' attention, but the parents have dinner parties, the parents
enemy
have
leads.
this, the parents have that, and the kids are getting no time. You cannot raise a child without being involved in that child's life. You need to know their friends. You need to, every now and
5
then,
lives left.
touch base with them and hang out with them. You can't just put them in a ring. A lot of these kids are arm candy. A lot of these kids are arm candy.
3 lives
Their
left.
parents dress them nice, put them in a corner, and want them to not speak. And that's the way I found it. It's not cool.
No more second
Yeah,
chances for
it
now.
is getting serious
Well,
with that.
that's what I was. That's why I was speaking on it. You know what I'm saying? I've got.
Yeah, there are kids that are just bad seeds, but there's
Well,
less
I'm
of
gonna
them.
say I got a. You know what I'm saying?
1 minute.
I'm using the word friend very loosely because
Right.
you know what I'm saying, my circle is tight as hell, and I
Gotta
have
be.
young ladies. I have young ladies I went to school with. I don't necessarily associate with too many people. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple people that I
Yeah.
will associate with, but for the most part, I stay to myself. I stay at home. I come home to my kids. I don't run the streets. We don't have shit. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
a couple girls that I was childhood friends with that, you know what I'm saying, we see each other in public. It is all love.
30 seconds.
They
This
had
is not a place for
children.
mercy.
The first child they had in high school.
That's hard.
But
Kids raising kids.
great women. Their kids are great kids.
The numbers favor your enemy.
They did the do. They're professional women, and I mean they had the support group to go to college, even though they, you know what I'm saying, they did
Yeah.
do what they do, and their kids are going to college now.
5 lives
Now,
left.
on the other hand, I got another group, you know what I'm saying, a handful of young that, you know what I'm saying, I know through family or close friends or whatnot, they had children at the exact same age them when they had children. They're, you know what I'm saying, like I said, I'm 39. These women had children at
3
the
lives
same
left.
age, so they got grandchildren right now that are 5 or 6 years old. And
Oh,
That's
they got me with that sword.
yeah, and
They're
this
chasing
is
me right now.
this is what kills me about it. These women are more worried about being
1
on
minute.
social media,
No more
showing
second
off what they
chances on
got.
your side.
hitting the club, talking about what they're doing for their grandbaby and this and that. It's like, I don't care that you went and got your grandbaby and you spent some time with your grandbaby, but you're in the
That sword
club.
got me.
You're in the club with your daughter. That's what's killing
Yeah.
me. You're in the club with your daughter. Why are you in the club with your daughter? Why are you entertaining grown ass men
30 seconds.
with your daughter? Why are you
Right.
drinking and
So the end
smoking,
has
hanging out with other men with your daughter? Why are you?
That's a big
Basically, why
problem
you-
here in my community.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
I'm saying,
it
why,
is.
why are you trying to even
The enemy
be
is
associated with
coming.
anybody your daughter knows? You know what I'm saying? You're not. How are you going to be friends with somebody that's half your age, and you're sitting there acting like you're half your age, and y'all are fucking the same kids? I don't get it. I don't get it.
I think
you know
it's
what I'm saying? I'm
like
just
an emotional mental disorder, like
5
personality,
lives left.
some kind of personality disorder where they're kind of stuck at a young age in their mind.
Well, I'm gonna say I just, you know what I'm saying, I just broke up, you know what I'm saying. I'm a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I got, you know what I'm saying, I got female, you know what I'm saying, that, you know what I'm saying, a couple females that was real cool with, friends with, but we don't cross that line of, you know what I'm saying, hanging out with each other, you know what I'm saying, going places with each other. You know what I'm saying? If we're both single,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, it's cool, but like, if I'm dating somebody or she's dating somebody, just because of how it might look, I don't cross that line out of respect for her because I want her to be happy and be successful.
have no reserves left on your side.
Right.
Judgment.
Right.
Right. Well, that's what I me and my ex got. You know what I'm saying?
When something dies,
I took. You know what I'm saying? It's like I told her flat out. Like, look.
Oh, I got 6 that time.
If you know what I'm saying,
I got
you know what I'm saying,
none.
females. I got females I'm cool with. I speak to them when I see them in public. You know what I'm saying? Every once in a blue moon, they might shoot me a text or call me on the phone and ask me how I'm doing. That's where it, you know what I'm saying, that's where the line, you know what I'm saying, other than the couple females that I was real tight with, I was like, that's where the line, you know what I'm saying, stops. I was like, but you know what I'm saying, even with my 2 female friends I was real tight with, one of them just got married. We speak to each other, ask each other how we're doing, but out of mutual respect, you know what I'm saying, out of respect for her new marriage, you know what I'm saying, male and female don't become friends unless one of them is
Gay.
No.
Yeah, that's kind of true.
Male and female don't interact with one another and become friends unless one of them is sexually attracted to the other.
Now I have to disagree with that.
No,
I have to disagree with that.
No, listen to me. Listen. Hold on. Let me say it. No, well, that's what I'm saying. You don't see it like that, but I'm gonna tell you right now. Real life, we're on video game talking, you know what I'm saying, over the internet.
Right.
Real life, let's say you got 2 male friends. Whether they revealed it to you or not, they wanted, at one point in time, if they still do, I don't know, but at one point in time, they wanted to be with you.
Here's where I disagree with that. The reason I say that is because a woman can have a gay male friend and there's no sex involved.
No, come on now. Talking about straight men.
Oh yeah, I'll agree with you on that.
Right, well,
I'm just gonna straight up. I will tell you straight up. I do not have male friends except for on the video game. I have like 5 guy friends that, you know, once every 6 months we show up and we have a barbecue. We do all that shit, but you know, we're not going out hanging out on Friday night.
Right,
We're not doing that.
That's what. Yeah.
Versus your opponent.
I agree with you on that.
Fight and live.
See, but I thought you were blanket statement saying it and saying no male could ever be friends with a female, and I was like, no, because I got gay male friends
and
that
awoken,
I hang out with, but they're like one of the girls.
If somebody is awoken, then it is possible because they're at a evolved point in their brain to where they're not living on that libido driven cycle.
No. You true on that.
This is where me and my ex, you know what I'm saying, I cut her off. I was like, number one is, I was like, you out here. I was like, we're out here trying to build a life together, and you're out here entertaining and getting to know new guys. I was like, that's some hoe shit to me.
Yep.
I was like,
yes, sir.
Just be honest with you.
Agreed.
I was like, I'm not even gonna speak proper. I told her like, that's some straight up hoe ass shit to me.
Here's the thing. I'll tell you straight up. For me, I'm married, and I've been married now
comes for us all.
11 years. Yeah, 11 years. I'm married to a woman. That right there sets men off even more than a straight girl. They'll be like, oh, can I get in between you? Oh, I can turn you. Oh, let me tell you how I can fix you. And I'm like, step, boy, just step.
Right.
Exactly.
So, but
Thank you for that.
that was my, you know, what I'm saying, my biggest thing. I'm like, I was out here. I was like, you know, what I'm saying, you're out here trying to play games. I was like, you're out here, you know, what I'm saying, entertaining folks, whether it's just for motherfucking, you want some attention, or you're trying to have people in position to where you always get what you want, whenever you want, however you want. I was like that to me. That's some dishonest. I was like, that's some dishonest use. You know what I'm saying? That's just motherfuckers using people. I was like, I played the game when I was younger. I was like, when my oldest daughter was born, I was like, I made a decision. I wasn't gonna have a carousel of fucking women running in and out my house. I wasn't gonna have my children because I was a single father right out the gate. I was like, I'm not gonna have my, you know what I'm saying, my daughter and my son, whose mom wasn't around. So I'm not gonna have, you know what I'm saying, any woman, every woman that getting their hopes up that I'm going to be with somebody, be happy, and somebody they get attached to. I was like, that's the difference between me and you. And so, like I said,
your enemy has
then when I walk in the room, just like you just said about you being with you know what I'm saying, you're with a woman, and men like, oh, any man, oh, I, you know what I'm saying,
they all freaking out over that.
Yeah, I can turn her. You know what I'm saying? She gives me a chance. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I can just, you know what I'm saying, fuck with her. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? She just, you know what I'm saying? I'm a white man who's only been with black women. You know how many times a black dude ain't got no interest in the female I'm fucking with, but now he wants to motherfucking be friends, get to know her, be friends with her because he wants to fuck her because she's fucking with a white guy. And that's what I try to tell her.
That sounds about right.
And that's what I told her. I was like, if you can't honor and respect that, where you want to bring the motherfucker, I was like, I want my partner, my lover, to be my wife, to be my peace when I come home.
All things end.
I was like, I don't want my wife bringing the chaos. I was like, into our home. I don't want my wife. I don't want my woman to bring home. You know what I'm saying? To bring home chaos and drama in the crib, and I sure in the hell don't want nobody that's willing to bring in my enemy into my house and try to, you know what I'm saying, pass them off as a friend, because they're not there trying to be my friend. They're there for waiting for the opportunity to you know what I'm saying, pounce on the prey. Pounce on the prey. And if you can't see that, then you don't want, and that's why I cut her off. I was like, I can't be around you. I can't be around you. I was like, I don't do that to you. I'm not going to allow you to do that to me.
And it's got to be that way, though.
Your side is out of lives.
Yeah.
Judgment.
Oh God, I can't even tell you how many times I've had that shit happen.
Death is inevitable.
See, to me,
relentless.
it's like, I'm sorry, if somebody is gay, especially a man, even with men and women, if they're gay, they're gay. You can't please somebody the way, like you said, you can't please a woman like a woman, and you can't please a man like a man.
Look, that's the funniest thing. I have two female friends that I was, you know, saying, real tight with. One of them is a lesbian, but she's still attracted to men. But the only relationship, no, I'm saying, because she, you know, saying the sex part. Okay. You know what I'm saying, she's a, you know, saying when we were, you know, saying, coming up out of high school, she got pregnant and had a child, whatever. She dated women for 15 years strong. Like, you know what I'm saying, a handful of years ago. We're tight all these years, or whatever. She broke up with her partner, or whatever.
Right.
And she's had, you know what I'm saying, she's been in love with me since we were kids. That's cool, that's all fine and dandy. And I broke it down to, I was like, I love you too as a person. I was like, you're a little bit too wild for me, but you know what I'm saying, as far as your personal life, I was like, but I love, you know what I'm saying, I love, you know what I'm saying, you're my friend. So she's sitting there, she was trying to court me, you know what I'm saying, to use the old school term, court me.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, she's sitting there trying to hook up with me, and like I said, me and her had messed around when we was younger or whatnot. But I'm sitting there, yeah, but I sat there and told her, I was like, there's no way I could
It's a consort.
there's no way I could 100% confidently. I was like, I could not be with you, because like, if we were man and woman, you know what I'm saying, I'm worried about men. With you, I gotta be worried about men and women. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's too much to worry about.
So I'm like, I was like, and how open you are, rule this. But I was like, there's no way. I was like, there's no way I could come at you and say, look, I'm comfortable with you going out and hanging out with your girls. Because I'm not, because you can hook up with one of your girls.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And it's like...
Can I tell you a secret, though? In the lesbian world, we don't like them kind either. Because you can't let them out with the guys, and you can't let them out with the girls.
Let them out with the girls. Right, and that's what I tried to tell her. I was like, there's no way I could trust you. I was like, yeah, I was like, and the thing is that you're very, you know what I'm saying, she's, you know what I'm saying, she's very, you know what I'm saying, a very open sexual type person. She, you know what I'm saying, she's, I was like, I'm not cool with that. I was like, I love you, but I can't fuck with you. I was like,
fight and live.
Right? You're exactly right. You're exactly right. Yep.
And like I said, I'm talking to you.
We don't like that shit either.
No, and that's why I tried to break down with her. And then, like, when I broke up, when I was single again, a handful of years ago, one of my ex-girlfriends, she also, you know what I'm saying, about 20 years old, started, you know what I'm saying, she lived her life as a lesbian. Then all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, and like I said, me and her, you know what I'm saying, when I was single, fucked around,
Your side is out
back
of
and forth. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, this sexy. I'm like, but she, you know what I'm saying, when she got in a relationship, it was always with a woman. Well, she finally became single. And like I said, me and her, we was, you know what I'm saying, me and her was together,
This is not a
sorry,
place
7th grade or some shit. So, and her mom, her twin sister loved me, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The only white, you know what I'm saying, white dude, you know what I'm saying, that loved the white guy. You know what I'm saying, just loved me. So I'm like, she came back into my life a handful of years ago. And her reasons of how I could, you know what I'm saying, what I just told you about the other, how I could trust her was because she found God. And I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? I was like, I'm
a priest now. Hold on.
And I'm sitting there, and I'm not religious by any means.
No, me neither.
You know what I'm saying? But I believe in God, but I'm not religious by any means.
I'm spiritual.
I believe in God, but you know what I'm saying? Exactly. You know, so I'm like, you know, and like I said, me and her, we were, you know what I'm saying, I tried it out. I did. I tried it out because, you know what I'm saying, she always had a place in my heart. But can't be trusted. Can't be trusted. And the thing was is that one thing you can't do is deceive, you know what I'm saying, lie and deceive somebody when, you know what I'm saying, no matter if you just meet them or if you're trying to rekindle an old flame. And she did that.
Why didn't I get the credit for 2 people?
Because
it's a twofer.
You didn't get the last shot.
Lives left. 3 lives left.
How the fuck?
No more second chances on your side. Every action a reaction. 1 minute. And so the end has
Ready?
come.
Uh-oh.
Your enemy intends to finish this.
Look, well, look, no, don't feel horrible because that's the rare.
Louder than TV.
Well, that's the thing is that you got that rare female who actually believed that. I hate to break it down to you, but and no offense to you, Miss Rhea, no offense to Miss Rhea, but a lot of these, you know what I'm saying, a lot of these women, and it's men too, but I'm speaking about, you know what I'm saying, women now, but it's men too. They play dumb, like I said. They're playing dumb. They're playing the game. You know what I'm saying? They're playing the game. And the game is that I got this person in place. I got that person in place. For whenever I need something, because I know this motherfucker wants to fuck with me, I can call him and he'll fucking do what I want. Whether it's get my hair done, give me a little bit of change, get something to eat, fix my car.
That's true too. That's absolutely true. And that irritates. Now see, I'm one of a rare breed because that irritates the fuck out of me. I'm like, really? Really? You cheapen yourself when you do shit like that.
Well,
you might
no, saying that
stand on a damn street
right.
corner.
Right. Like I said, and the thing is though, is that whether it's somebody old or new that comes into the, you know what I'm saying, they want to play dumb because they don't want to, you know what I'm saying, not have their cake and eat it too. And that's what my ex did, you know what I'm saying, that I, you know what I'm saying, it was like I had to let go. I had to love myself more than I loved her. I had to let her go. And that's why I told her, I was like, you think you're out here fooling, I was like, fooling somebody. I was like, the best way to fool a fool is allow them to fool, you know what I'm saying, allow them to think that they're fooling you.
But that, let's be honest, there is other females like me that are just like, really? You can't do for yourself, so you go out there and bat your damn eyelashes. No. Like, what was it the other day?
Well, check this out, Miss Rhea. Check this out.
Okay, hold on. Listen to this one. 2 days ago, President Trump was at Mar-a-Lago. Okay, like the man or not, this is what went down. He was at Mar-a-Lago, and they showed video where somebody had taken the video, but with their cell phone, and said, "Look, President Trump showed up for dinner." Every single female in that fucking room went barrel-assing up to him, taking pictures, kissing on him, hugging on him, all that. And all you could see was plastic women with their gold-digging fingernails out to see if they could get their hooks in that man.
That's the sad truth.
Exactly. Amen. Because they were seriously hugging all up on him. I'm so over it. Some of them are not bullshit. Here's the thing. Some of them are not bullshit. But here's what I hate about that is because you got some of them that are real and true. They were just scared. But then you've got the other ones that are like, what was it? I saw a video just yesterday where this woman was in her car and this guy turned around and said, "Hey, pretty lady." And she got out of her car, got in his face and said, "That's it, I'm calling the cops. You just sexually harassed me." The fuck? Are you kidding me? Get over yourself. You're not that good. No, just because somebody wolf whistles you doesn't mean he sexually harassed you. Take it as a fucking compliment and keep going. I'm sorry, I'm 48 years old. If somebody whistles me, I'm going to be like, "Thank you, honey," and I'm going to keep on walking.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my God. It's ridiculous. And here's the thing with all these people coming out. You got them coming out and they're hitching onto this wagon and they're cheapening what actually happened to some. So then you end up with a world that my daughter has to live in where nobody gets bullied.
5 lives left.
And I don't want that world either. I've got a daughter. I don't want that world.
3 lives left.
My daughter, luckily, has been through a world where she's never been touched. And I'm glad. But damn it. I also don't want a world where it's okay to touch now because nobody's believing anybody.
No, well, that's the thing is, like I said, she's been speaking in, you know what I'm saying, like on a personal note, I sat there and I told her, I was like, you don't really want
No
what
more
you
second
claimed that
chances
you
on
wanted
your
with me
side.
when we first got, you know what I'm saying, when you first got back in contact with me. I was like, because if you did, you wouldn't be trying to entertain every Tom, Dick, and Harry.
You're right.
1
I
minute.
was like,
You're right.
I was like, I'm not. I was like, I hate to break it down to you. I was like, but I was like, I don't play the card. I don't use the card. I was like, but if we just want to speak out and blunt, and I told her, I was like, I was like, I come to your job. These females were fucking flirting with me because they know I'm a single dad. They see me walking with my daughters and my son.
Yeah, because you're a good catch.
Right? I was like,
You
I
take care
walk
of your
in.
business.
I was like, I don't entertain
The
them.
enemy has the edge.
I was like, if I wanted to play your game, all I had to do was say is, they seem nice, so I just want to be the friend and hang out with them. How would you feel if I did that? And I told her that. She's like, I wouldn't. I was like, don't lie to me and say you wouldn't have a problem with it. The only reason why you say you wouldn't have a problem with it is because you think you're fooling me by allowing me to do that while you're doing something treacherous and, you know, saying
Right.
just straight dishonest. I was like, you can't play a player. I was like, you can't. I was like, yeah, that's all he done it, darling. That's why I tried to break down to it. And I was like, personally, it kind of broke my heart because I allowed that to come into my life. I was like, look,
I didn't see
all
him
you,
there.
all you did was disrespect and betray me. I was like, you can't even say hi to me in public no more. That's the way I look.
Well,
Well, you know-
let's be honest. Some of these women that come out and they got all this sexual harassment bullshit, some of these women put themselves in those situations, and when they don't get what they want, they cry
1 minute.
wolf. And then
true,
you got
too.
the women like you're talking about with your girlfriend
Things end.
that, you know, she come out and she's like going and hanging out with all these people. Then yeah, you put yourself in a situation where you ought not be. And I'm not trying to victim
Your
blame her for
enemy has
nothing.
favor.
But damn it, some of these women are not victims. Some
Well,
of
the thing
these
is,
men
yeah,
are
she's-
victims.
Yeah, no, I'm saying she's not. No, I'm saying as far as the sexual harassment, she's not. That ain't even.
But
That's
it's
not
the
even
same
an issue.
type of thing. It's the same
Yeah.
type of
5
thing.
lives left.
It's
It's
not
still
even.
a woman putting themselves in the wrong situation, and if
And then
something were to
wondering
happen-
why nobody believes them or trusts them. But
exactly.
and that's why I
You
try to tell
acting
her.
all
I was
hoochie.
like, yeah, and that's why I told her I was like, if it's about us building a life together, I'm supposed to be your best friend. You're supposed to be my best friend. Why the fuck are you entertaining anybody? And by the way, if you're so goddamn lonely, you're a goddamn pet. If not,
Yeah.
why aren't you asking me to be with you all the hours of the day? Not finding excuses for me not to be around. So that was
Yep.
one of our big issues. I was like, don't worry about it, darling. I was like, because you was, no, I'm saying she was married. Me and her was together before she got married. She, you know what I'm saying?
That's a big red flag.
1 minute.
Yeah, me, you know what I'm saying? She was married, you know what I'm saying? Me and her was together when we were younger. And she ended up, you know what I'm saying, getting back with her high school sweetheart and getting married. And whatever it is, you know what I'm saying, how it is.
Yeah, see,
But-
I don't play that, you know, let's go over here and do this, and I got a backup.
Your enemy is on
No.
the edge of victory.
No, and that's
I don't play
no,
backup.
and that's what I told her. I was like, if you want to have your cake and eat it too, go do it with someone else. I was like, 'cause I ain't playing the fool. I was like, because when I walk in the door, you know what I'm saying? If you're in there with one of your girlfriends hanging out, that's cool. I was like, but I walk in and some other fucking Tom, Dick, and Harry sitting in the room acting like he's just cool with you. No, he's waiting for an opportunity to get his dick sucked and get some pussy.
Right.
Just, you know what I'm saying? I hate
That's
to
just
just
the
break
way
it out
it
like
is.
that. I was like, that's what it
the way it
is.
is.
I was like, for you to sit here and ask me to be fucking stupid and not know, I'm saying, not know, I'm supposed to be stupid and not know what the fuck's going on? No.
Your side is out of
And
lives.
That grenade ain't
that
doing
was-
nothing.
we, you know what I'm saying, darling, you know what I'm saying, we had at it. And then I walked in, I was like, and then on top of it, I walk in, you know what I'm saying, these motherfuckers think they have a right to be there
You are all
because
that remains.
they're black and I'm white. And I'm not gonna, and I was like, when I walk in the door, they can see it in my eyes. They see how I carry myself. Okay, this motherfucker just don't give a fuck. And I told her, I was like,
That's
you
the
shouldn't
only
putting me
way
in
to
that
be, though.
position. I was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Well, that's what I told her. I was like, you shouldn't even be putting me in that position. That's how I know you don't give a shit
Death
about
is
me.
inevitable.
I was like, because
Relentless.
I was like, the game that you're playing, it's either gonna get me hurt or that man hurt or something worse. So I let that shit go. I'm like, I was like, I'm cool. I was like, I'm at that. I was like, I've been past that age, been past that moment in my life where I feel like I got to fight every motherfucker that I walk past. I was like, I don't want to do that no more. I was like, I want to be able to walk in the house
like,
and
in my situation, I mean, I got a wife. Okay, like you said, you don't bring nobody around to disrespect your relationship. So for us, we have the same friends. Our friends are our friends. I don't have my friends and her friends because it's not about either one of us not being trustworthy. Because I know from jump that if ever I have to worry about anything, I don't have to worry about anything with her. If she's gonna do anything, it's gonna be after we're divorced, and it'll be well after we divorce, and we both believe that way. But just to make it not even look that way on the outside, because I don't want anybody from the outside going, oh, well, I saw you watching so and so at the club.
That's what I tried to tell her.
Together,
yes, that's what I tried to tell her. I was like, you ain't. I told her, I was like, you will never have to. I was like, you will never come to my house and see another female's car there. You will never knock on my door and be another female in the house. I was like, I understand that you got
bad.
Yes, and that's why I tried. That's what I told him, Ms. Rhea. I was like, look, I was like, I understand that you got 2 kids with your ex-husband. Okay, I do understand that I came back in your life before you got divorced. Woo woo. I understand that because we had history. That was a bad thing. I was like, I let that go. How, how we got back to, in touch with each other. I let that go. I was like, but now you need to understand. Ex-husband, he comes over, get the kids. He knocks at the door. The kids come out the door. He goes on his way. He don't come in the crib and put his feet up.
Right.
No, we ain't nobody playing it. I don't give a fuck if it is your place and I got my own place. No, I'm with you so that, you come to my home, you're comfortable. This is, you're here. You are the queen of my castle, even though we're not necessarily got a castle together. But know that you are priority number 1 and nobody else is here to take your place and nobody here is going to disrespect you. I expect the same from you. I was like,
if you really want to test your partner, take sex out of the relationship for a couple months. If you cannot be together and come together on an emotional level by taking sex out of it, then you are not meant to be together. And you can't be together.
Right. So that's what I broke down to. I was like, the only thing that it seemed like we got in common is that we just love sleeping with each other. Yeah. I was like, because we don't see eye to eye on nothing as far as being respectful and all this and that with relationship wise. I was like, it's obvious that we don't see eye to eye. I was like, because the shit that you would expect a man to do, you're trying to do.
Now see, my wife and I, because I got so sick in the last year, well, in the last 3 years actually, she's been real good. We haven't been able to do anything. And it's been 1.5 years. So I ain't got to worry. I ain't got to worry about her stepping out. She ain't got to worry about me stepping out. So
no, but that's the thing is though. That's the thing is, it sounds like you got somebody that's truly there for you.
Yep, 110%.
Right,
and he's right when he says you take sex out and see how it goes. He's right. He's right. Because if it puts a strain on your relationship, then there's a problem. Because if you truly love somebody and you're supposed to be with them, you can overlook that part. Because let's be honest, that's probably only 30% of a relationship at most. Because eventually your ass gets old.
Well, no, this the killer, Mr. Killer.
Your enemy has played.
All right, you're actually speaking open and honest. There are, from a man's aspect, when the relationship's going bad or whatnot, and a woman tries to use sex as a weapon.
And that's bullshit, too.
Right? I've dealt with, a couple females that would try to devalue what sex was in a relationship, like it was no piece of the pie.
Yep.
And I was like, and I try to say it's mind, body, and soul, darling. I was like, yes, there might be times that we're not having sex. I was like, but if you try to act like that, it's not
3 lives left.
an
No,
actual
it's
important part of a
important. It
relationship.
is important.
Yes. No,
But
and I've dealt
here's
with
the
I've dealt
thing.
with females that try to trade the value like let's say try to
No reserves
when
left
they
on
try
your
to use it
side.
to their advantage and to where they're trying to get something more. I'm like, no, look,
See, now that's the game, though. That's not what I'm
yeah,
talking about. I'm talking
no,
about
no,
when you actually with somebody and you
yeah,
making love to them, that's important. But you can
yes,
make love to somebody without the physical part of it when
Mm-hmm.
you need to. When you need to, you can make love to somebody in other ways. You can. You don't
yes,
have to be physical. And when it comes down to, because let's
30
be honest,
seconds.
we all going to be 80 someday. And we're not going to feel like
This
it all
is
the
not a
time.
place for mercy.
So, at some
Man, the first
point,
30
you
years of my life,
realize
that's all I cared about was sex.
exactly,
Eventually,
but
you
you
got to
get
do
to a
something
point
else.
where you go, okay, you know
The
what?
numbers favor your
You
enemy.
get to a point where do we look at each other? Do we hold each other's hand? Do you kiss me when you walk by? Do you touch my
hmm
shoulder when you walk through? Do you thank me for cooking a dinner for you? You know, do you hug me when you wake up in the morning? Do you tell me you love me before you go to bed? Shit like that. That's the important stuff.
5 lives left.
The
right,
rest of it, you can live without. You can physically live without freaking
3 lives left.
penis and vagina. You
I think it
can.
makes you stronger as a person.
Eventually, yeah. Yeah. Because there are other ways to make love to a person. You don't have to have physical contact that is sexual in nature. You can absolutely love somebody
No more second
And-
chances on your side.
and you can feel it on a spiritual level. But if you've got somebody that uses it as a weapon like you're talking about, you ain't never going to get there.
no,
Because you can't trust
yeah,
that it's not a currency.
1 minute.
Women
yeah,
that use it as currency, that's bullshit.
You are all
right.
that
Well, no,
remains.
so whenever I've encountered,
Even God
anybody
is
like that, I cut them off immediately. I was like, I ain't got time.
I would too.
But,
But
you know what I'm
let's be
saying?
honest, when you in a new relationship, you should be fucking just about every day.
Your
That's
Oh,
just
enemy
the
yeah.
way
is
it
on the
is.
edge of victory.
Because
Oh, yeah.
that's how you connect.
hmm
But if you in a long-term relationship and it gets few and far between because of something going on in your life or you're working too much or whatever, then
5 lives
yeah, it
left.
happens. It happens. I don't know.
Well, I
Some
ain't gonna
women
say,
use it as currency. You know what? You do this for me and I give you a piece of ass. That's bullshit. You might as well be standing on the damn street corner.
Yep.
And
right.
you cheapen in your mate when you do shit like that because you're turning them into your pimp.
No more second chances on your side.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, I can honestly say that you know what I'm saying, I've unfortunately seen and heard most of it. Ain't ever, you know what I'm saying, have my heart broken one time, or, you know what I'm saying, a couple times. But, you know what I'm saying, I've been fortunate enough to say that
It's your turn.
not one person can
1
say
minute.
that they
Judgment.
fooled me to the point where they used me for financial gain, or they, you know what I'm saying, on shit like that level. I am actually going to step out of this, Chris. We're getting our ass whooped, and I'm getting tired. But I'm
All
going
right.
to keep talking for a little bit.
I meant to go to bed an hour ago and I didn't do
Yeah.
it. So
I'm stepping out of this right now. I'm going to go to the tower and shit. But yeah, you know what I'm saying, I am fortunate enough to say that
I need to
nobody
go to
can
the
go out there
tower
with
too.
that trophy and say, yeah, I fooled him. You know what I'm saying, that dude was paying my bills, or that dude. No, you know what I'm saying, I've been fortunate enough in my life. You know what I'm saying, I've always been, you know what I'm saying, I learned the game very young.
Yep.
And a lot of these motherfuckers don't realize the game. The counter for the game is common sense.
Yep. You're right.
And that's the yeah, and that's if you don't understand what I'm saying by game, the game.
No, I know what you're talking about. I know
Yeah, you know what I'm saying,
exactly what
just
you're
using
talking
people.
about.
You know what I'm saying, it's common sense. You know what I'm saying, you take, you know what I'm saying, you take somebody for what they actually are, and not for what you
Well,
hope
like
they
I
are.
was saying, you look at, just because he's a public figure, I use him right now because it just happened. But you look at President Trump, you watch him walk into a room and 50 fucking women who you know are plastic as hell because they got new boobs, new lips, new Botox, new everything. and wearing Louboutin shoes and all that shit, and they're running up to him, and they left their man sitting at the table.
Mm-hmm.
And these women, they're cute and all, but they're not. Yeah, they're cute because some doctor made them cute, but then they all left their men at the table. How disrespectful is that of your man? That's disrespectful as fuck.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm sorry. And they bum rushed him.
Right, and what's crazy is that if that would have been me, and my girl was like, you know what I'm saying, basically, fuck you, and got up to go see
I'd have
another
been
man.
walking out. I'd have been like,
I would have, yeah. She would have turned around and the bitch was like, damn, where the fuck?
I gotta pay for dinner. Where's my man?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, she would have been, bitch, I would have been gone.
What's that saying? Not who you came with, but who takes you home.
Uh-huh. But, I mean, and you look at him, he's been married 3 times. He does the mail order wife thing because he can, because he's got the money. And that's somebody that makes it hard on other men because he's throwing the money around and catching the fish all day long. And these women, if he lost
money ain't real though. People got to figure out money ain't real.
This is what I'm gonna tell you right now. If I'm around a female and I find out it's all about materialistic shit, there's nothing she can say to me. There's nothing she can say to me. There's nothing she can.
I'm in a group on social media. All right, it's a bunch of women in there. We're all just, you know, like chit-chatty bullshit. And I'm in there because my wife is in there, and she said, "Well, this group is funny. Why don't you get in there?" I'm like, "All right, whatever." So, at least once a week, there's a post in there with a picture of a little diamond ring that you can buy at K Jewelers for $25. You know the ones I'm talking about.
And yes, and I seen the post.
And they always go, if your man bought you this and said, ring, will you marry me? Would the answer be yes or no? And I get so aggravated at that because, you know what? If I love you and I'm in it to win it with you, tie a string around my finger. I don't give a fuck. Because I'm in it with you. And
that's how I look at it. That's what they're saying. That's exactly how I look at it. And unfortunately, I found out my ex was she's one of the bitches that it's about what she can show off, not about the actual meaning.
It irritates the hell. I mean, I had to wait 10 years to get a fucking ring because that's when we could afford it. And that's what I got. And I got my quote unquote upgrade. And it wasn't about something I could show off. It was something that I had drawn on a fucking napkin 10 years before and said, someday I'm going to have a ring like this, and I don't care if it's silver, gold, or whatnot, but I want it designed. And I got my ring. But people are all the time going, oh, she did good. And I'm like, what? I worked for this bitch. I paid for this bitch. And it's not about who did good. It's about this is what I got because I wanted it and I waited for it. I didn't say yes because of the ring. I said yes because of the heart. And I don't understand how come people can't see that.
Right, and that's why I told her. I was like, you know what I'm saying, one of the things I told her right before I called it quits. I was like, I'm with you because it's you. I was like, I don't give a fuck. I was like, I don't give a fuck if we're on vacation to Mars or if we're sitting in the fucking front room sharing
jar of peanut butter and crackers,
sharing a pack of ramen noodles. I went that broke. I went that broke. I was like, I told her, I don't have much. I was like, but it's about you. It's about being with you. It's not about showing off what I got because I'm with you.
Right.
I was like, and that's why I broke down to her. I was like, I'm happy because I'm with you. I was like, yes, there's no saying it would be it'd be great if we're sitting here eating a full course meal and woo this and that. I was like, but if it just happened to be that time we could not afford anything but a box of motherfucking ramen noodles, $12 packs for $3, then goddamn it, my kids, your kids eating ramen noodles, I'm eating ramen noodles. It's about us.
Right.
I was like,
well,
but
if you
don't
can't make it together when you broke, you ain't gonna make it together if you're rich.
No, and that's why. No, and that's why I told her I was like, I'm good. I was like, I'm good. I was like, and it's like the sad part is that, yeah, I know you love me. I know, you know what I'm saying. I know you care about me. I was like, but you're too quick. When somebody comes along that has something more, you're off know what I'm saying, fucking with that person, and then when you want to feel loved and feel appreciated, you want to come back and holler at me, just like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, that's how I feel, how you look at me. I was like, so now you don't even got to worry about it. You ain't even gonna get a higher buy when I pass you in public. Sorry.
See, that's
But
the
it-
shit that drives me nuts.
would-
I call them, my son, when he started dating, y'all laugh at this, but my son came to me with his first girlfriend, and I didn't like her. And I call her Sneaky Girl, because sneaky girls will try to trap you. They'll try
Yes,
to say your
ma'am.
condom broke or something. And I call them Sneaky Girls, and I told my son, let me tell you what, boy, don't you ever bring a sneaky girl home, because Mama will send her packing every time. So he brought this girl home, and 2 days later, I said, you need to break up with her. He's like 16 years old. He said, Mama, I can't. I'll hurt her feelings. And I said, I don't care what you do to her. She's a sneaky girl, and she's got to go. So he sent her packing. About 3 or 4 months later, my daughter come to me and said, Mama. And I said, what? She said, Andy's dating that girl again. And I said, what? She said, yeah, she came up to me in the hallway and called me sister-in-law. And I went, she's 16. She don't need to be playing a house like that. No.
It's happening
So I went
everywhere.
up to the school. Yeah, I went up to the school, and I walked into the band room because both kids were in marching band at the time. I walked in the band room to pay their band fees, and she stopped me dead in my tracks, got in front of me, and said, hi, Mama. And I went, excuse you? She said, hi, Mama. And I said, no, I ain't your mama. I got kids. She said, well, I'm dating your son, so you're my mama. And I said, no, you're a sneaky girl, and it stops right here. Well, she started crying. So about an hour later, her mama calls me on the phone. And she said, why are you hurting my daughter's feelings like that? And I said, I done told them they can't date. She said, why? What's wrong with my daughter? And I said, she's just the sort of girl that I don't want my son with. She's a sneaky girl, and she will trap him, and I can see it being baby mama drama, and I don't want it. And she said, are you calling my daughter a slut? And I said, nope, I'm calling her a sneaky girl. And she goes, well, what's that mean? I said, just what I just told you. She is dishonest as hell, and she's needy. And I don't need a needy girl around my son, because he will fall for that trap. He'll get in it, and then I'll have a baby somewhere out there that I'll have my heart broken, because you'll be raising it, and I won't get to see it. I'm not having it. So they ended it. We'll come to find out, her mama later started dating this man, and about a week later they were down at the courthouse getting married. Had only been dating a week. And I was like, see, comes from a sneaky girl, she is a sneaky girl. Well, then my son goes and he starts dating this other girl that I like. Well, then another sneaky girl comes up and gets in between him, and I said, boy, I talked to you about these sneaky girls. And he said, Mama, I don't understand. So his sister sat down with him and said, look, this is what she's talking about. You know so-and-so and how she got pregnant by so-and-so and then was also dating so-and-so, and they don't know who the daddy is. And everybody at school says she just got pregnant so he'd marry her. He goes, yeah. She goes, that's a sneaky girl. And he goes, oh, I get it now. Now he's in a really good relationship. They've been together 3 years. They've been living together. They ain't married, but I don't care. She's not a sneaky girl. But there are women that are out there that are sneaky like that, and they will trap a guy. And I'm one of those girls that I look at these guys and I go, I feel bad for you, man. I feel bad because you're getting played every day. And you almost have to make sure that you know what her ulterior motives are. You know, they always say the men look at their daughter's boyfriend and they go, well, what is your intentions with my daughter? They should be looking at the daughter and saying, what are your intentions with this boy? Because these girls are sneaky as fuck.
It's like I said, it's when you break it down, most how it works is that men men think with the smaller brain, women think with so it's like, how can I?
Women think about the pocketbook and their stability.
Yes, I'm saying.
And men get trapped because they want their little peenie to get done.
Yes, exactly. So that's how the game is played. The woman wants to, wants to be, wants to get the trophy, and the men, and they don't realize that. Okay, the men's trophy is.
And the bigger the wallet is, the worse it is.
Yes, and that's what that's why I say I can't. I've dealt with people like that. If your only loyalty to that man is what he can do for you,
Thank you.
I don't want a female like you. I don't even want to be around somebody like you. I was like, and I was like, as soon as I see that's what's all you're about, you know what I'm saying? We can't be together. We can't spend time together unless I'm taking you out to eat or I'm, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Buying you
You're
things, whatever. No. You know what I'm saying? You can go on about your day. Why? Because I already know I'm not rich. There might be somebody that has more to offer you than I do. That's better, you know what I'm saying, better off.
Yep.
Why am I going to get emotionally attached to somebody that can be bought?
That's like one
That's
of
a
my
good
friends
point.
is a guy, and he's literally got a harem of women tagging behind him because every time they go out, he pays for their dinner. Every time they go to the movies, he pays. He ain't dating one of them, but every time he turns around, he's paying. What the fuck? And he's like, well, I was taught when you go out with a woman, you pay.
No.
No, that ain't the way this shit works, man. That's not the way this
No.
shit works.
No.
And he's got women fawning over him about
right.
it.
This is what I told my son. He's 16. He's got a female friend that he was real cool with freshman year, and then she moved away, and now she's back, and they want to go out. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to go out with her and hang out with her.
Right.
And she called him. You know what I'm saying? She's working. You know what I'm saying? And she offered to take him out. You know what I'm saying?
See,
So they can
that's
hang
the
out.
type of female you want
Right.
around your son.
Right. And that's why I told him, I was like, that's cool. I was like, but I'm trying to teach my son also. I was like, you know that she offered. I was like, if you care and you're in that position, I was like, but you're not in, I was like, I don't want you to put yourself in a position which him and my daughter don't understand where I'm coming from. I was like, well, one is you ain't seen this girl in, you know what I'm saying, a year and a half or whatever, and she got in contact with you through social media. I was like, first of all, I was like, I kind of question your friendship. I was like, because I just think you're just trying to go out to be out because I'm a strict father. I was like, well, let's get past. Let's get past that. I was like, I'm up, you know what I'm saying, we're supposed to, I think it might be, you know what I'm saying, next couple of days before they go back to school, they're supposed to get together. It's like, I want you to go Dutch. What the fuck is that? What's Dutch? I was like, I was like, right. I was like, look, I was like, you're not in a position to where if your friend treats you on, you know what I'm saying, to the movies and to buy something quick to eat, you're not in a position because you know what I'm saying, you're just focused, you know what I'm saying, I got you focused on school, you're not working. You're not in a position the next time to where you can show her that you weren't there using her for a free ride. And you can't treat her. I was like, so I would prefer that when you do go, you know what I'm saying, you treat yourself, she treats herself, and you guys enjoy each other's company.
Enjoy, yeah, exactly. Enjoy the time together.
I was like, enjoy the moment that you guys are sharing together, and you ain't got nobody else outside looking in saying he was only there because you paid for it, or she was only there because you paid for it. I was like, that's how. I was like, if you can establish that you guys got a bond through that, I was like, you won't have to worry about the outside influences afterwards. I was like, but if you start off like that, the motherfucker that's jealous that wants to be in your place is gonna fucking divide you so fucking quick that you're gonna start not trusting people. I was like, I'm putting you in a position so you can find out if that girl really wants to be your friend. I was like, because not only am I putting you in a position to where she is not gonna feel fulfilled, but to where she doesn't feel that she can buy your friendship.
Yep.
I was like, believe it or not, there's people that do that.
Yep.
I was like, I don't want you to be one of the people that become one of the people that allow people to pay to be your friend. I was like, that's just me. I was like, I don't want, you know what I'm saying, I don't want you to take advantage of anybody else. I was like, you don't want that reputation following you around. I was like, because you might find somebody that you like, and then let's say that you and this girl was cool, and you let her buy you things and pay for this and pay for that, and then you know what I'm saying, you quit being friends with her, that reputation is going to follow you. And let's say you find somebody that you really like, and somebody in common actually comes around, it's like, yeah, he was cool with such and such, and man, he used the shit out of her, That girl was trying to be his friend. He was taking all her money, and she was buying.
Oh shit.
So, long story short, hey Chris,
Yes, sir.
you have yourself a good. You have yourself a good night. Same thing
Good
with you,
night,
Jamie.
guys.
Nice meeting you. And Miss Ria's nice meeting you, young lady.
Let me tell
I'm
you
good.
what, y'all pretty cool. We got into some deep shit.
Yes, we
Thank
did. Well, I got one more, talking about the money. The world's got, I was on assignment
Yeah.
down in Florida. The world's got so superficial. I was in what they call it, salsa dancing club. And this older lady was in there. She had a watch on each wrist. One watch was, it was just like a digital watch. It had a real big face on it, and just the digital numbers. And then on the other hand, she had this probably $5,000 or $6,000 Rolex on it. Well, I asked her why she had on two watches, and she told me she held up the digital one. She said, "This is for me to see." She held up the other one and said, "This is for you to see."
For everybody, it's for everybody else to see. Yep.
Damn. That's fucked up. That's fucked
No,
up.
yeah, I got a couple family members. I got a couple of guys that I was cool with. That's exactly how they. I don't do this for me. I do this for motherfuckers so other people I got it better than them. Yeah. 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 I can see that.
That's
I
TV,
believe
man.
you
That's the
100%
world we
like
live in.
Yeah. That's crazy as
Wow.
hell.
Goodbye.
That's ridiculous.
I'll be rocking my white tee.
Yeah.
You know what? If somebody don't like my cheap ass $5 Walmart watch, they can jump over there because I don't need them in my life. That's just it.
Yeah.
That's
Hey,
crazy.
look, you know what I'm saying? I don't, you know what I'm saying? I buy things that, you know what I'm saying, I think look nice to make me feel good. If I get a compliment, I get a compliment. I was like, you know what I'm saying, I like to take care of myself. I was like, but the only thing is, I'm not buying it to get the wrong attention. I'm not trying to, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, like I said, I want to feel good about myself, but I'm not trying to impress the motherfucker that don't care about me. I could care less. That's just me. I'm not gonna go, I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying, spend $1,000 on the outfit hoping it catches the wrong person's attention. No, that's not why I do what I do.
Yeah, 99 out of 99.9 out of 100 times percent, you're gonna get the wrong attention doing that. Now, I'd rather go out in public dressed like a bum, and the ones that come talk to me and hang out with me then, that's probably some real people.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I don't want.
I'd rather have one real person than 100 fucking fake gold digger people.
I don't.
When you get down on your luck, that one person is going to be the one sitting beside you holding your damn hand.
Yeah, that's why.
Those other people, they're going to be running for the hills going, I don't know you.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's, you know what I'm saying. That's what I told a couple ex-friends and ex-lovers. Look, if you only notice me, or I'm, you know what I'm saying, I'm only got value to you when I look, you know what I'm saying, when I make you look good, or you only notice me when I'm wearing something nice, I don't want to be around you. Because I promise you come over to the crib, I'm in some basketball shorts and a motherfucking tank top. And if you can't be proud to be around me when I'm, you know what I'm saying, when I'm comfortable, I don't want you in my life. Because there's gonna be days that I'm sick. There's gonna be days I'm down on my luck. There's gonna be days, you know what I'm saying?
when you're just pissy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That I don't, you know what I'm saying? I might go a week without shaving. I might not line my
Alright, I'm out of here too, guys. I am absolutely exhausted.
You have yourself a great rest.
Good night, good night.
I gotta find her. She's not. I don't know. There's a few people on, but I'll be going hunting here in a little bit. It won't be long now. I don't know. I've been eating cheese. I've been eating spinach dip all night, man. And I just got done eating some more pizza. I might have a heart attack. See if you can get a raid team. I really want to do that. I really want to do that raid. That's cool. On the Leviathan, it's the bath, and then on the Eater of Worlds, it's the cube. The last phase. All right, I'll tell her. Yeah, like, let me get back. I was out there in the menu. Let me see what's up.
All done. Anything for you?
Oh, I need to cancel that since that. Let me change. This is on the air now. I've been recording everything that's been going